Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a silver player. I believe we are mostly looking at Anna and Briggs for this one. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that really helps me out. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join the Discord in the description below. And through that, you can see my rates, promos we've got going on, all sorts of cool stuff. Okay, so got a Genji combo blade with. We have a heavy tank line to heal, Reasonable, and Mercy as our partner.
This will help.
That's not how we use our nades. Just shoot your shot. If you miss, so be it, but shoot your shot. We don't use our nades to heal one person. We don't use our nades because we're afraid we're going to miss our shot. We use our nades for offensive work to turn enemies purple. We use our nades when it's going to get a group heal effect, or we use our nades because, say, our Reinhardt is locked in a battle and we expect him to continue taking damage, and the heal amp effect that it has is useful. We're not using, or we use nades to heal ourselves. We're not using nades to heal a single person because we're afraid we're going to miss our next shot on them and they're going to go down.
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Like, just delete that from your system as a thing that you can do. Okay.
I have your back.
You guys trying to rotate this? Okay.
Get healed.
You didn't need that nade, but I'm more forgiving. There was a chance of hitting the other Genji as well. Okay.
Get back in the fight.
I don't love just putting your sleep out like that. I guess your nade is back in 2 seconds, so it's not the end of the world. And their Genji was just driven back, but he'll be healed by now. He could come back in. So, okay. Better. Are you going to turn and heal the McCree? Yeah. What? No sleep? Really? We're not even going to try for the easy sleep there? Like, look at this. I wanted the turn to heal the McCree. I wanted it. I didn't get it. You hear the charge. You see the charge. There's nothing you can do to stop the charge with your weapon, but your sleep is up now, and Reinhardt has an unwind animation from his charge. So you can send the sleep, and maybe it's possible he'll block it, but it's pretty low probability that he'll block it. Yeah. 100% could have had a sleep there, which would have made, you know, this res safer, would have done all sorts of cool stuff.
Heroes never die. Go. I'll keep you healed. You're powered up. Get in there.
That's way early for a nano. Your Reinhardt is here. It's going to take at least 2.5, 3 seconds to get to anything that he can swing at. And that's assuming that the thing's seeing, oh, that's a nano Reinhardt. Don't kite him, which of course they're going to do. Of course they're going to go, oh yeah, we don't like you would swing at us for a lot of damage. We're going to kite back, etc. We don't use nanos to will our Reinhardt to go forward. We use nanos on Reinhardt when he's close enough to actually swing on people. That way we don't end up wasting half or more of the nano's duration. It's really cool. Good. I like the effort there. I know you weren't just going to heal the Reinhardt. You were trying for purples. Doesn't matter to me that you didn't get them. Okay. That's fine. I don't think you needed that. You got 8 shots left in your clip. Shoot the Reinhardt. You're dodging the damage from the Torb turret here. That's fine. You've dodged the damage from the Torb turret. Just shoot at the Reinhardt. It's okay with me that you check over here, but take shots at the Reinhardt. This is like you going, oh no, I can't heal someone, so I better reload. No, there's a Reinhardt right here that you can put pressure on. If he puts his shield up, maybe then you reload. But, like, there's absolutely no reason for you to be reloading right now. Before you see that his shield is up, at the very least. Doesn't matter, blah. Like, I get what you're saying, but that is such a poor use of an ultimate. Like, I get it, but you do not want to use ultimates to rotate. If you want better ultimate value, use your ultimates once you're in. Like, having to use ultimates to rotate is really, really expensive, and it's going to lose you matches. If you want your team to push, turn a bunch of people purple. Hit a sleep dart. You know, oh, the other tank's asleep. Our team will probably push off that. I get where you're coming from, though, Blah. I know, like, it's frustrating how passive the tanks are in lower ranks. Okay, I'd have liked the nade earlier because it was obvious where they were going to end, but that's okay. Mm-hmm.
You're going to be okay.
Take space. You don't want to end up in a situation where you can't heal your Rhine. Take space. Good. You have your nade back. Should already be throwing a nade. Can already go, hey, I'm going to arc a nade through here and try to get 2 people. Maybe I'll get 3 people. Probably only get 2. Yes, it'll get cleared with a personal bubble, but that's fine. That means he spent his personal bubble and doesn't have it when your Reinhardt gets there and wants to swing on him. You went for the sleep instead. Fine. You didn't need... Maybe you did.
Nim.
You have 8 shots left in your clip. There's plenty of things to do on your screen. You can take a shot. You can take 1 step to the right and take other offensive shots. You can take 1 step to the right and heal your McCree. You can take 1 step back and heal your McCree. You might even be able to heal your McCree from where you're at, though that's a little rough. Like, there is no reason to be reloading here. There is no belief that, oh, I can't do anything with these 8 shots for the next second, so let me reload. No, there is plenty you can do. Plenty. And you are in no danger. You're immediately going to pivot back and heal your Mercy after the shot, right? No. Your Mercy is now in more danger than your Zarya. I promise she is. You committed your nade forward rather than using it for the Mercy and Genji and what ultimately would have been you as well? What? What? I think you just weren't aware of the Genji.
You're not getting rid of me that easily.
Check in.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me.
60 seconds remaining. You're covered.
You see it. Okay.
Fire at will.
Okay. Are you going to try to get a nade in it? Are ya? Are ya? Okay.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Why is this stuck in slow mode?
Come here, get stabilized.
Hey, Zara!
Just
Okay,
a scratch,
so I
you'll
don't
be
love this.
fine.
I would like you to adjust your position. Yeah, you have, but you were hanging out here for a while. I'm glad that you've adjusted back here where you have a cover option. Good. Back to Steve.
30 seconds. Being in and locking down the objective.
Okay, so we have some nade use issues. We have some reload issues. We have some nano use issues. We have some ignoring the Genji issues. I honestly think those are just easier to hit as scope shots. He just moves fast enough to want hit scan, but up to you. That one is an opinion rather than fact thing. Yeah, super late getting that nade out there. If we look at this, you have nade. You have it. You don't need to use it on your team here. That I'm fine with trying to heal your team. That's fine. Good, good. Okay, you know there's a Moira there. She is annoying to kill without CC, in part because she moves fast, in part because she vampires life back with that coalescent. So get the nade on her now. No reason you can't get the nade on her now. It'll turn her purple. It'll heal up your Mei. It'll make your Mei easier to continue to heal. All sorts of good stuff. Nothing wrong with the universe there. Just when it breaks your way, take it. Some other day it won't, and that's okay. Yeah, so we were almost second half, 2 seconds slower than we could have been on that net. But we got it in the end.
Enemy contact.
That was a scope shot, not a regular shot that you needed to go for there.
Walk it off.
What you up to? You hear the Genji, okay. Where are you going to set up?
You're going to be okay. This will help.
Oh, we didn't forget the Genji this time. Not sure why you used your nade immediately there, though. I actually think your Moira was still okay when you used it. I wouldn't have minded it a moment later, but you generally want to try to hit a shot on the Genji if you can. If the fight gets too close, yeah, you're going to have to nade, but you do want to try to hit a shot. But that's okay.
Surrender to my will.
Okay.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Why are you nanoing? You already have coalescence going. Why do you feel the need to pour nano into this fight that your team, seems to have a slight advantage in?
You're covered.
Nade. There's a nade right here. Why? Why is there not a nade on the two people that were over here? Why do we not have a nade? Oh well. I'll just be sad. Good. Good.
My shots find their mark. Who taught you to fight like that?
Payload secured. Move out.
You can't actually move the cart until the doors are fully open, so you don't need to be on the cart like that. You can be looking for other things to do. Just be close enough that when the doors are open, you can be back to the cart as the doors finish opening, so you can move it if no one else is. Meh. Good. Okay.
Take your medicine.
I don't mind that you don't have any cooldowns available for this because he shouldn't be doing this and you're gonna win. Okay, you might not win, but if they port Grav and Blade into it, you're gonna call it a win.
I've come back from worse. Go. I'll keep you healed. It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Knocking them off.
Okay. Are you aware of the Tracer? I don't love that. Hitting the sleep on her when she's paying attention to you is really too tough. She moves too fast. Like going, hey, she's looking in my direction using her beam, and I'm going to sleep her from the direction she's moving. Like, she moves too fast. Your sleep dart has a wind up time and then a travel time, etc. You're better off throwing the nade. Like, the nade is effectively faster. It'll turn her purple. You had teammates that could deal with her. If it was just you, sure, go for the sleep. But you had teammates who were also here ready to fight her, etc. The nade is your better friend in there.
You're not getting rid of me that easily.
Okay, how are we gonna use this nano?
You're powered up. Get in there.
Who did you just... No. Your Reinhardt was closer. Okay. I mean, your Reinhardt was closer to being able to swing on something. I'd have said your Reinhardt over your Zarya. Does your Zarya have high energy? Like, I don't hate it if your Zarya has high energy. No, your Zarya has 0 energy. A 0 energy Zarya is not a nano target. A high energy Zarya can be. A high energy Zarya that's close to an ult can be. But your Zarya is not going to have nano by the end of, or not going to have grav by the end of this nano. So your Reinhardt preferably would be to step 2 steps closer, but I'd live with the nano on your Reinhardt here. Tracer.
60 seconds remaining.
I didn't love pushing in like that. And the ball is less dangerous to you than the tracer. So if you have to pick between one of them, if you don't have sleep for the ball, you're going to be working on the tracer, not the ball. You know, you can shoot at the ball when it's the only target, but once the tracer's back on you, you pivot back to shooting at the ball. Okay, we're doing some Brig. I'm good with it. Please don't... Okay. Fine.
30 seconds remaining.
Okay.
Power of destruction. Good as new.
Mm-hmm.
不洗澡 Still taken down.
10 seconds remaining.
Good wall.
Surrender. Overtime.
Back in the fight.
Tactical visor activated.
No. Triple spent armor packs, and I'm pretty sure you did them on the same or 2 targets.
Tactical visor activated.
Better soon.
First one was on May. Who was the second one on?
Tactical visor.
You threw out one, and I think you just missed. That's on parking. Who's parking? Oh, that's on your full health May is your first armor pack.
You'll feel better soon.
Your second armor pack is... Oh, no, that was on them. Never mind. That was the air character. Okay, so you throw a second one onto... You did Baby Diva. I don't know who the first one was on. And then you immediately throw the second one onto the same hero. So that doesn't get them more healing, really. Armor pack is, hey, it sends out a very powerful hot that lasts for a couple seconds, and it's a great move. Don't get me wrong with your 3 stacks of it, etc. But just going armor pack isn't really helping you. If memory serves, it's refreshing the duration. If it's not refreshing the duration, it's additive, but it doesn't heal them faster. And I'm pretty sure it's just refreshing the duration. It's not healing them faster if you spend 2 or 3 armor packs on the same person. It's not like, oh, you're critical, so let me spend more armor packs to get you out of critical faster. Please don't stack your armor packs on the same target like that. Let it do some work before you replace it. By the way, are you worried about the thing that's behind you, the tracer? This isn't actually where Brig plays. This is like an old school Brig move. The Brig is not a tank hybrid anymore. Okay. Uh-huh.
I'm under fire.
Fine.
Evolution.
Wasted bash, but I understand why. It's fine.
Coming up.
Be swinging. Yeah. You can spend bash on Winston, and I suppose you don't want to whip shot him away right now because you're trying to get through this. Usually what you do in this situation against this tank line is you would try to bash the ball and whip shot away the Winston. That's usually what you do, but you are in wrap up time and you want the Winston down first. I can live with it. Pop that Q immediately. Good. That was your self-destruct. You did not need to shield it. Good. Okay. Are you going Briggs or Anna for this next round? Briggs. So let's talk about your Anna now that you're playing Briggs. We had nade usage, we had nanos, we had reloads, we had some target selection stuff, we had some not taking offensive shot stuff. I'm gonna start with nades because nades are huge in general. I want your nades to be offensive. I don't want your nades to be, oh, I'm worried I'm gonna miss this heal, so I'm going to throw a nade. It is okay to throw a nade to it's okay to throw a nade to turn enemies purple. Those are great, in fact. It's okay to throw a nade because you need to heal multiple people at once. Okay, fine. It's okay to throw a nade if you need to heal yourself because there's a flanker on you, etc. And it's okay to throw a nade if you need the amp effect for your continued healing. But please, please, please do not just be going, oh, I'm worried I'm going to miss this next shot on my McCree. Let me throw a nade on him. I'm worried I'm going to miss this next shot on my Reinhardt. Let me throw a nade at him, etc. That's not what our nades are for. And you're not like, oh my god, awful, but there's still huge rooms for improvement on your nade usage. You don't want those nades that are just like crutch nades, what we call them. Get rid of the crutch nades. It is going to help you, and look more for those offensive purple nades. If you just go like no crutch nades, and looking for purple nades as a higher priority, that is still going to serve you well. And then your nanos just weren't very good. The reason we didn't go start with your nanos, the reason I'm saying work on your nades is because, hey, nades are, you get to do them more often, you can practice them more often, you'll have more opportunities to work on them in match, etc. And they're worth a lot of value. To even see moderate improvements on them is worth a lot of value to your gameplay. So you're going to work on those. You're going to think about, how do I work on those for like 15 games, a week, 2 weeks, 3 days, whatever it takes until your nades are better, even when you stop thinking about them and you stop using them in crutch situations to heal people, worried that you might miss a shot, etc. If you miss the shot, so what? Big deal, go next. Okay. Next thing for Anna, it's going to be your nanos. Please, please use your nanos when the team fight has started, when your opponent is close to the person that they want to fight. So if you're nanoing a Reinhardt, you nano them when they're within swinging range or no more than a step away from swinging range. If you're nanoing a Zarya, again, she's close enough to use her beam and she already has a high energy. If you're nanoing a Genji, sure, it's when they have blade, etc. And, but it's when your team is ready to go in. You're not nanoing your Genji to tell them to go in. You're nanoing your Genji when they're going in, etc. You're not nanoing them when, you want them to go in, etc. Nano is not a I demand you go forward thing. It's a thing. Work on those two things. Those are going to help your Anna. Now let's see Briggs. You guys are debating when to submit a VOD for me. That's fine. Temporal will probably explode over some of what I do. Fair, fair.
My teleporter is online.
Objective A.
I sighted the enemy. Okay, here we go.
Activating the barrier.
Temporal as I was randomly playing a Reaper today, I was thinking I haven't seen you have Reaper reviews. I've done at least one. I don't think it was on the list of heroes from the website spreadsheet, GitHub thing, whatever, that I hadn't covered yet. I know I've covered one. I think I covered a Reaper Genji player. I probably covered a full Reaper game too. So I've done Reaper, but I could do more Reaper. I'd be happy to. But, people need to submit them. What is your comp even? Okay, so in this comp, I don't love this pick in this comp, but if your options were Brig or Anna, I suppose this is okay. This isn't really great for Brig. Most of your packs are going to end up going into Reaper, but let's see how this goes. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you swinging into the air, trying for a whip shot that actually doesn't have the range to hit there? What you should be doing with Brig right now, or what you should have been before they had someone on point, was standing right here, holding right click so you're in third party cam and can see around the wall. That's what you should have been doing. No joke. You shouldn't be going, oh, I'm swinging up here. You shouldn't be going, oh, I'm standing here, etc. You stand in third party mode so you can see more of the battlefield. You can see more of your allies in case you need to throw packs at them, and you can peek and throw a quick whip shot if you need to, etc. Or if someone sneaks up, like a flanker, a ball, whatever, on your Moira, you can throw an armor pack at your Moira, you can walk and stun them, etc. But you should have just been standing right here in third person. It's gone. Now you could stand right here in third person. Okay, heal packet.
I'll take care of you.
I don't mind if you heal pack the other one too. Your two biggest priorities in order, this is what your heal pack usage is roughly going to look like. Maybe not in order, but keeping Moira alive, yeah, technically your first priority for your heal packs. So, generally you don't want to spend down to 0 because keeping her alive is nice, but she's not like Anna. She can take care of herself better. More often you combo Brig with, words are hard, Anna than Moira. So the next thing that you go to is enabling your DPS. You are looking to go, hey, I have heal packs to save my Moira if divers are on her, and then I also have heal packs that are specifically for enabling my DPS that are in aggressive positions. I don't care about my tanks. I almost don't care about them. I care a little bit about my Sigma if he's taking a really aggressive off angle, etc., etc. But really, I care about my other support, and I care about my DPS, and I care about my DPS specifically when they're going in, because I'm enabling them by giving this really powerful hot that lets them stay and lets them continue to push deeper, etc. You don't have with heal packs the ability to just chug, tanks back up to full health. So you're instead looking at your other squishies and what you could do with them. And the person that you're most interested in heal packing is the person who's in the most aggressive position. Okay. Of the targets that we named. And you can see that best if you're third personing on a corner. Cool. I don't know why you packed your Reinhardt instead of your Moira there. Maybe you meant to pack the Moira, and if so, that's just a input error issue, in which case you can, just control it better. If you have your sensitivity set wide on where armor packs go, you have to correct by going, hey, I'm going to swing further to the left so that it gets the Moira, not the Reinhardt, even if you think you're aiming at the Moira. So you heal the Moira heals the Rhine. You don't heal the Rhine with that pack. Nope. You're in trouble here. You shouldn't even have been here. Now you have to hard shield. And you don't like hard shielding because if your shield breaks, you can't bash. Yeah.
Standing ground.
Fine. It's on Reaper, and it's your first pack, so you're getting it really... Oh, maybe it wasn't on Reaper. Okay, if it was on Sigma, I'll live with it because it's getting your refresh cooldown rolling. Don't spend another one on Sigma. Reaper. No! That was your last heal pack. He may have even still been getting hot benefit from your previous heal pack, so you may have clipped, but even if he wasn't, I don't care. We do not spend our last heal pack on a tank while a fight is happening. That is not a thing we do. It is better to hold this heal pack for the in case your Reaper or your Symmetra or does something cool, or your Mercy gets into trouble. I'm not kidding. It is better to hold the pack in case they get into trouble doing something valuable in this fight than it is to spend it on this tank here. You don't meaningfully heal tanks. Don't do it. Like, I don't mind one to get them rolling. I don't mind, like, hey, I'm trying to keep you alive because I'm the only support, etc. But you don't spend this second heal pack. Let me rephrase that. You don't do the second heal pack into them, and you don't spend your last armor pack, heal pack, whatever we want to call it. I struggle to call it armor pack when they don't give armor anymore. See? Your Symmetra walked right by. And again, your pack does so much more to Symmetra's life. It would have healed, it heals her so much more effectively than it does the tank. The tank A was into shield health, so they were, the shields would have recovered already. But even if that wasn't the case, a heal, if you look at what the heal does, as a percentage of their life, you'd heal effectively a lot of Symmetra's life. You'd probably get her back to full, whereas it's like, okay, maybe you got the Sigma back to full too, but the Sigma was at 3/4 life, and the Symmetra was at, 40, 50 life there. It's a way bigger deal to get your Symmetra back to full from there than it is to give your Sigma a quarter of his life back. Shield. Leave. Corner peek. Corner peek. No, no, no. Why was that not bashed? When that was coming around, why was that not bashed? What is this? Using bash to get out rather than to paralyze the... Are you going to whip shot it or dash it? Okay. You need to have hit a whip shot by now to have triggered Inspire. Like, Inspire would have been healing you up. It would have been doing work on other people. At this point, sure, you can go ahead and throw a heal pack out if you want onto your Reinhardt, but you don't need to. I can live with that, but... Okay, I can definitely live with that because it does that. No, too. No, no. We're not stacking our packs like that because now we're hesitant to spend our last pack. Sorry, I was drawing in the wrong direction. We're hesitant to spend our last pack on this when we shouldn't be. This is the person that we should automatically pack, whereas this is the person that we should be hesitant to pack. Doesn't matter. I don't even mind that he went down right after you packed him. You did the right thing. Nice, you got Inspire going. Okay, you don't have a pack for your Mercy, which is annoying. If she goes down here, it's your fault. Stun him. Your fault. Your fault. It's that extra pack that you wasted into the Reinhardt. I am 100% serious. You'd have immediately packed your Mercy if you hadn't spent that pack into the Reinhardt, and that would have been correct. Yeah, most people play Brigs wrong. I don't know what to say. Like, there's a lot of leftover belief of how she works from when she was a different hero. Like, she had a very big redesign.
I got you.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Jag fixar dig.
Yeah, could have bashed the Moira ult. I don't mind hitting the whip shot for the Inspire, but it didn't do much. Okay. You spent a pack, I didn't see where.
Heroes never die.
That's on the McCree, which is good.
I'll take care of you.
Again, third person it. Go to your shield so that you can see more of the battlefield. Just like Mercies want to sort of be able to see most of their allies at once, so they have Guardian Angel options, so they know where they are, so they know their health is when they're not checking angles anyways. You want to create the similar effect by putting your shield out so that you zoom out a little and can see more of what's going on. No. No, that is not who we pack. There's a mercy attached to that, and it has armor. It's fine. If you had 3, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. If you had 2, and your, charge was up here, and you just have memorized the tempo like you've memorized tracer blink tempos, that, hey, my third one is about to come back, literally about to come back. It's here on its cooldown, so I'll spend this because literally in an instant I'll have a second one back again. This would be fine with me. This right here, no, you don't justify this spend yet. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's push. No, you used rally. You do push a little with rally. No. Well, now you're going to have to go out of cover. Undercover. Wow, that was a gift. Why didn't you pack the McCree? You should still turn and pack the McCree. The McCree. Nope. You're going to have to either turn down you're going to have to either increase the tightness of your armor pack priority sensitivity so that it doesn't go to the person who's... So what effectively happens here, I'll show you. You think you're aiming at the McCree, and I understand why you think you're aiming at the McCree, but you're going to have to change your sensitivity on Brig. So here we are. Okay. Heal this. Heal this. You didn't heal this. It looks like he's the closest to center thing on your screen, so it's where your pack should go, right? It looks like that. Maybe it still looks like that. Okay, so it wasn't actually that. He wasn't the closest to your screen anymore. Okay. Maybe you even meant to heal the Reinhardt. Jeez. I was thinking this was a case of you were trying to aim here, but it was doing the Reinhardt because he was physically closer type stuff. But no, you can play with your settings to make it so that this is too far away and you won't armor pack someone that is this far away from the center of your screen if you would like. But you might have been meaning to armor pack your Reinhardt here, which is wrong. You armor pack the McCree here. And even though your Mercy is healing the McCree, you still armor pack the McCree because it lets your Mercy swap to damage beam, which is great. And hey, you have 3 packs, etc. Okay.
Pause the Crusaders!
Why did you... No. Why did you boop the Lucio away from your... I mean, I'm surprised your Rhine didn't swing, but why did we boop the... It hurts! It hurts!
Cease your resistance.
Okay, we have 2 packs. What are our targets? Nothing good. Okay. Oh, immediately get a pack on that Reaper. Step left and get a pack on that Reaper.
Double kill.
Good. You've won the fight, whatever.
Patching you up.
We don't have any packs. We spent our last pack on a Reinhardt. And it's not like spending that pack was the difference that got us rally or something. Ugh. If Ball shows up and just decimates your Mercy, I'm going to be upset. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm going to be upset. So take your pick. Either you wanted to be high ground, which was fine with me because it gave you sight on everyone, and it was good in case the ball came up here, you could punish him, etc., etc. Or you wanted to third-person camera on this wall so that you could see all the enemies, etc. And you had a quick turn on your allies, and if they push, you can immediately turn and bash something, and then immediately duck right back to cover, swing into it, etc. Those were both options. You could even make an argument for, hey, I'm going to be like back here in third person behind this pillar or something so that you can see your team on top of the enemies. I'd have done here. but it does give you a little less awareness of your team. You see them some, but you wouldn't see as much. But hey. Fine.
Feeling better?
What? Why did we just spend 2 packs? No! No! No one's in aggressive enough of a position to demand a pack, and people aren't missing serious health. Like, 1 pack into your Reaper was maybe all you could justify here. Instead, you spent 2 packs. Yeah, now wouldn't it be good to send a pack into your Reaper? He's fortunately got your previous pack rolling on him, but hey. Okay, now you're gonna have to pack him again. Your Mercy's got it, fine.
Fixing you up.
I don't even know who you packed there. I think you packed Mercy, but I'm not sure. Mercy was fine.
Patching you
Good. No, we don't stack packs. 1 pack was fine. You whip shot at a deflecting Genji. That doesn't work.
feeling better?
You don't have any packs. If you had a pack, your Reaper would know he could push more aggressive, but it's silver, so I suppose he wouldn't.
Shield's taking damage.
This is not where you want to be. Okay.
Heroes never die.
That's so.
Your McCree's all the way back here. He's fine. Like, I don't mind packing him, but that was your last pack. I don't like spending your last pack like that on someone who wasn't in serious danger. Oh, if he's ulting, actually, that's fine. Never mind.
Step rider.
No, Kree wasn't at full health. Kree was missing a little bit of health, but Kree was like, 80%, I think. But Kree immediately went into using his ult when he got the pack, so I'm gonna live with it as fine because hey, they got healed from 80 to full with the health, and they had the hot rolling on them in case they took damage because the ult drew attention to them. Try for it.
I got you.
That was not he healed, but whatever. You see how you feel like, oh, there aren't enough packs to go around, oh, blah, 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 blah. That's because you're hitting people. I know it's tempting. Like, oh, my tank is at half, I should pack them. I know it's tempting, but the reason you're in these situations where you feel like you don't have packs when you want them is because you're not disciplined enough with your packs. Your packs literally are going, hey, I am going to be willing to pack my DPS, my other DPS, and my Mercy, and I am mostly just not willing to pack these 2 unless I have 3 packs. If I have 3 packs, I'm willing to pack these guys just because I don't want to waste charges, etc. I'd rather have my cooldown rolling to get a charge back. And obviously there's a little more and less than that. If you're fighting over a point and it's down to just you and Reinhardt, yes, of course it's fine to pack your Reinhardt. But you don't want to be packing your Reinhardt to the point of not being able to pack your Reaper. Okay, what's your plan? Plenty of room to pack that. I can't see from the coloring if you had pack up. Yeah, you had 2 packs up. No reason that your Mercy couldn't have been packed there. It was obvious that she was going to GA across. There's no reason she shouldn't have a pack. You honestly could have pre-packed her, but there's no reason she shouldn't have had a pack the instant she took damage. That was way higher probability of a thing for you to do than be looking for, oh, is there something I need to whip shot, etc. Pack first, whip shot second. Like, I mean that both in terms of how you would think about doing some things right there, but also I mean that in terms of the skills that you should learn with Brigs. Get pack mastery before whip shot mastery. Pack mastery is easier to get and worth more. Why do you have your shield up facing this way? You don't hold your shield up and go that way. You just tap the button real quick if you wanted to bash this way for the speed. You don't then keep the shield up facing this way. I agree, B. Poor Mercy. Okay. Your Reaper didn't need that pack. That you're gonna want that back. Now we've spent our last pack.
My barrier is destroyed.
Let's get you back out there. Fixing you up.
Okay, you at least have a pack left. Okay. Can't bash him through his barrier. Doesn't work anymore. Thank goodness. Might be a little bit of Rhine player bias in that thank goodness, but
This will restore you.
This is all part of the
and
learning
honestly, you're really
process.
not looking to brawl as Brig anymore. Sometimes you get stuck in it, you have to, etc. But most of the time, you're just looking to activate Inspire. So it's like, hey, I go up, I swing at something once, and then I get back to something resembling cover, and I have Inspire ticking. And that's mostly if you didn't make a whip shot work, or you're because you missed, or you're holding whip shot because you need it in case a monkey jumps in or something like that.
The payload has
No,
reached
whipshotting,
the
I mean, it might do a little damage to the Rhine, but it doesn't do anything. But they will drop their shield for you because they want to swing at your Rhine. And if they want to swing at your Rhine who's lower health than their Rhine, it can be worth it to whipshot them, just like it would be for a Lucio, to send that Rhine back to, use it as a disengage tool. Correct, it will not do either of those.
Get behind me.
If it hits their shield. If it hits them when they're swinging, sure, it works.
I'll feel better soon.
No. We just double packed up. And the first pack was he was shifting. Are we gonna stun him for laughs? Yep. That wasn't actually a good idea, but it is funny. The reason it wasn't a good idea is it was pretty clear that wasn't hitting anyone, so you just kind of played yourself. No! We didn't need to double pack. One is fine. One pack is usually fine for your DPS. It really is. It's a lot. Like, one pack is a lot of power. Again, third-person shield right here. Gives you good sight of the battlefield. You can see these three. You can see if someone's approaching and you want to peek to whip shot. You might even be able to see one of these two. But it gives you a good view of the battlefield. You're just third person with your shield right here behind the wall.
Du mår bättre snart.
Come on, game. Give me the real speed. That's fine.
Step right.
You probably wanted to peek him to see if he needed a pack. And you'd peek him to the left. Not like this. Unfortunate. Nope. You're gonna lose.
Heroes never die.
Because you don't do that. Old Brig could think about doing that. You can't do that. That's not how Brig works anymore. Better would have been to use the whip shot on him, the less evasive target than the Genji, but it's fine. It happened. As soon as that happened, you just had to go, oh, I can't challenge this, and third person from here.
It's high noon.
Enemy seen. Let's get you back in the fight. This might need a few adjustments.
I mean, that's true of this Brig that we're watching, blah. This Brig... It's true that this Brig hasn't done much in the past 2 minutes, but armor packs can be clutch in terms of enabling your Genji to be more aggressive, in terms of enabling your Reaper to be more aggressive, in terms of bailing out your Ana or Zen that gets dove. Like, even if this Brig was just using armor packs correctly, it could help a lot. Now, it wouldn't help this team a lot, because I can tell you that this Reaper is being a... This Reaper is being a bit of a coward regardless and isn't doing any sort of aggressive pushing, etc. But in general, having a Brig, like, it's more powerful than Harmony Orb. Those armor packs are more powerful than Harmony Orb. And you can have 2 different ones ticking at once on your Genji and your Doomfist or something like that. Or you can be like, hey, I'm bailing out my Zen, so now my Zen is going to win the duel against the Tracer because they got an armor pack, and I'm enabling my Doomfist at the same time, and for giggles, I'm going to whip shot out the Winston that thought he was leaping in. Oh, and now Inspire's procced and doing stuff too. Like, Brig can do a lot of work. She's probably still got too much power in her kit, but it plays very differently, and it feels pretty passive. Plus, Rally is broken powerful.
The payload is approaching its destination.
The Mei is fine. And business is over. I mean, I don't even mind. Like, yeah, they did swap to counter the Tracer, and they then stayed on Brig. But, like, there's a Genji on the other team. There's a Reaper on her team. Oh, these armor packs. You double armor pack someone again. You double armor pack someone again, which isn't worth. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to risk your life going in. You could perfectly happily chill back here. You don't need to go in and brawl with these guys. Perfectly happily chill back here. And from back here, you can armor pack people, you can peek and go, nope, I'm going to knock back that Reinhardt that's advancing, or I'm knocking back that Genji, etc. But hey.
Score 3-3.
It's not the new strategy, Blah. You're not supposed to go down. You should unload armor packs correctly, but you're not. You'll notice I'm not recommending like spend on your armor packs. I'm like removing the tanks from the priority list. Unused Q. No, they didn't have Q at the end there. Someone on their team might have, but our Brig player didn't. I'm almost positive. Oh.
Complete.
Did they get it in the end? Oh, okay. Well, okay, but they didn't get back with it. But yes, that would have made preserving their life more important.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
That's true.
I'm on the same page that you are, Sire Sappy, but it happened. I've made my comments and I've made my peace with. I've made my comments about that in the Discord and I've made my peace with it. It's like, hey, you know, for some reason, the game evolving around trying to get at the supports was an unenjoyable experience for the support, so now the game revolves around making tanks' lives absolutely miserable, and tanks don't complain as loudly as supports did, so that's what we get. It feels like that's what happened, but what are you going to do?
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. You're going to be okay.
We're back on Anna. I'm good with this.
Take your medicine.
We're just ignoring that. We're literally just ignoring that we're taking damage there. I know tanks are complaining, but they're not complaining as loudly and as directly at Blizzard as supports did. But I enjoyed both. I mean, I enjoyed playing Zenyatta in the height of the dive meta when the only peel you had was a Lucio. It was fun to challenge Tracers and Genjis that showed up. It was fun as Anna to pressure Genjis from halfway across the map and be like, I dare you to dive me. I dare you, etc. But, you know, it wasn't for everyone.
Take your medicine.
So this Moira Orb's just bouncing around. That's unfortunate. This is because you were slow on the rotation. Yeah. You're gonna get the Mega, good. Heal up your Diva, heal up your Anna.
This is going to hurt.
It was panicky, but whatever. You did get a purple out of it, though I know your main intent was to heal the Mercy. I think Zarya is still fun. Okay. That was not a very pleasant round, and now we're going back to Brig. Okay.
I would positive feedback on to I believe that she will please. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Of course. How else can I bail you out when you get into trouble? I will shield you.
Third person. But hey.
Greetings.
Hey.
I'm not paying you for your acting ability.
I recommend moving behind my body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
That feels good.
Third person. I know you have a burial already, but I want you to third person so that you can see more. I literally just want to be able to see more of the battlefield. Seeing more of the battlefield is a buff. Not that we should have been standing here in the first place.
I'm under fire.
Okay. Cool. Are we going to heal our Mei, or is she just going to exist and not do things because she's missing health? How about now? Really? No heal on our Mei yet? We've had 3 packs for ages. Excuse me? Healing your Mei and then having a strong hot ticking on her allows her to be more aggressive. It tells her, it enables her, it lets her go aggressive. It lets her go, oh, the Reinhardt can swing at me? I don't care, I have a little bit of a buffer because I have a strong hot ticking. First armor pack of the match, and it's on a Reinhardt. Or first armor pack of the round. Second armor pack on the round is on a Reinhardt who has barely used any of the ticking time of the first armor pack. And so is the third. Just not happening.
That should be better.
Hey guys, Mei got an armor pack. Good. Your Mei is low health again, but you don't know this. Yeah, I would be totally fine with you spending both armor packs right now. You need to spend an armor pack on Mei, but I would be fine if you spend one on Mei and one on Torb.
Jag hjälper dig.
60 seconds remaining.
You didn't have to peek here. Now that Lucio knows you're here too. You could have been here in third person so that when he came around, you could have surprise whipshotted him. Like, now he saw you and you saw him at the same time. That's no good. Why? Why would we whipshot rather than stun there? You just made it so your team can't get him. Ah, whatever.
Så gott som ny.
I already know you're going to throw an armor pack. I already know.
I've got you covered.
Okay, okay. That was your last armor pack. Bye-bye, usefulnesses, Brig.
Fixing you up.
Okay, we're going to armor pack Mei immediately.
More bet this
Only once. You're going to stun the Lucio. You're going to back up. You're going to back up. You're going to back up.
Shield taken damage.
30 seconds remaining.
I think you armor packed Torb there. I hope so.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
You didn't. He just used his own ability.
care of you.
My ultimate is charged.
I recommend moving behind
Valkyrie
my
is
back.
ready.
Get behind.
So your Mei is in an aggressive position, and I like that. So I would like to be at an angle where I can throw an armor pack at her to continue to enable that aggression. If your Mei loses this fight, I'm blaming you.
10 seconds remaining.
Good.
Victory is imminent.
Fine. It procced your Inspire. I'm good with it.
Draw.
Okay. We talked about Anna. Anna is going to be, hey, better nades than Nano. We already talked about how to do that. Nothing wild there. Briggs, we will now break down, even though we already have. The way you play Briggs, the way you play modern Briggs, I don't care that people call her Briggs. I call her Briggs. Deal with it. Is you stand on a corner and you third person. You don't just chill here. You stand on a corner in third person. You stand behind something resembling cover and you third person. You stand on a corner in third person. The reason you're doing this is to expand your view so that you see more things. And because your shield is now paper. And if your shield breaks, you can't bash and everybody knows it. So they try to break your shield. So we do this because we want the bigger vision, and we can't just stand in the open because we have low health, we don't have armor, and our shield is weak as well now. So we stand behind this for the greater vision that it gives us, and greater vision lets us see who and where we want to put our armor pack. So then we get to go, oh, I want to enable my Mei. I want to enable my Reaper. Oh, my Torb needs some help? I got him. We're not really interested in healing our tanks. We're not interested in stacking our armor packs on top of each other because that doesn't make them heal faster. We're not interested in that. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to spend armor packs on tanks unless they're the only target that's there or we have armor packs to spare. And armor packs to spare specifically means, hey, I have 3 armor packs or I have 2 armor packs. So I'm like 90% of the way to the third, so I'm going to spend this because I'll have it back as I spend it type thing. Okay, that's what you're looking to do. You're picking Briggs because it lets you bail your support out, your other support partner, go, hey, I'm going to throw an armor pack at you, and it lets you enable aggressive DPS like Tracer, Genji, Reaper, Doomfist, could be a Mei. I don't mind if you're using it on Mei, a Tor, but McCree or a Soldier on a good angle. Those are fine. Those are acceptable. It's better than packing tanks. And then again, from this third person view, you can see and you can whip shot things, etc. So I don't want you working on all of this at once. I want you to start with on Anna, your nade usage, and then on Briggs, I want you to specifically start on, okay, I am only going to armor pack DPS or supports. I am only going to do that unless I am just swimming in armor packs. And I'm serious. You see a half health Ryan in front of you and you go, shrug, the other support will get to it. And if the other support doesn't get to it or in their spawn, you're like, I'll get to it when I've got 3 armor packs. And I'm serious. So please change your armor pack usage. You are getting situations where you don't have armor packs where they would be huge in how some of these fights are going. And it's also the easiest thing for you to fix, the biggest impact between both of the heroes you played. It is the armor pack usage that would go whoop for your value, your contribution, etc. Okay, I hope that helped. If any of you have questions, you can let me know in chat now, or if you have questions later, throw them in the YouTube comments. I'll try to get to them. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that really does help me out. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below. And through there, you can see what my rates look like. You can join the community, see any sort of promos or events we have going on, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Plus, we have memes, and what's not to like about memes. Okay, so okay. I lost track of chat. Let's see if there's anything here that I feel the need to cover, or if you guys are chatting among yourselves. Brig worth it for Genji. Hoping for more balance in Overwatch 2. I don't know. The game's in an okay state balance-wise. Hit scan are too powerful. I'm okay with less sustain in the game, but you'd have to bring down damage to also bring down sustain. Um, I get it, Cyrus Happy. Quick scope is good. Quick scope is powerful. Return on investment for it, it's pretty good. I'm not going to disagree. I do like it myself. I prefer scope shots with Anna, but some people get a lot of value of those hip fire projectile shots. So I try to be serious about going, hey, this is dealer's choice when it is, and going, no, this is when you should be scoping when they should. You don't think Briggs is a mistake per se. There are multiple tank busting heroes in the game. Nothing wrong with an anti-dive hero. The tank busting heroes don't counter. The tank busting heroes don't counter tanks all by themselves. Like if you went Reaper counters goats all by himself, picking Reaper means the other team can't play goats. Just going as a thing, that would be the level of anti-dive that Brig is. Like Brig really is, you cannot play the style dive anymore. Um, I'm only exaggerating that slightly. You haven't seen a full dive setup. You've only seen poke dive setups, and poke dive wasn't workable for the longest time until she got significantly reworked, etc. And she was a big piece of that. So if you want to make Reaper as oppressive to tanks, because he's really not right now, as Briggs is to dive, then we're in that territory. But those are not equivalents. They're not. Like it's too much ability to counter an entire playstyle, an entire team of 6 in one hero. And I actually think, I don't hate the hero. I hate what the hero did to the game in some ways, but I don't mean to just be the guy who bashes Briggs. Like she can be fun to play. She does have a high skill cap. There's a lot that you can do with it. Not a like wildly impossibly high skill cap, but there's way more to her than most people seem to think. But she provides way too much value just in existing. The ability of one hero to be like, no, you guys have to make massive swaps for your team, as opposed to one hero being, I have made it harder for this playstyle, or I have made it harder for this hero, is just too much value. Echo is way worse, to be honest. Deletes most tanks. Yeah, Echo is painful. Main can heal. Main heal Briggs. Okay, I think we need temporal to take blood pressure before and after these spots. No, I'm fine. Lucio to the moon. Yeah, that was fun when she sent Lucio up there. A bash would have been better, but it was fun to send Lucio up there. Can you still heal May and Ice Block? I don't think you can. No, you can't. Okay, that's going to do it here. And I have to think for a second on if I'm going to do another one of these tonight or if I'm just going to have another video uploaded. But I'll take a look. If I'm not live in 5 minutes, I'm probably done for the night. But decent chance I will be live again in the next 3 minutes. Anyways, thanks guys. Temporal out.